I'm Lyndsey Scott. I'm the Grant Wood Fellow in Interdisciplinary Performance for the 2024-25 school year. And my practice is wide-ranging. I love to create with people in the spirit of connection, and the media that I most use now is singing together. So I call myself a songleader. What's central to my work is how we gather as humans in a way that invites us to be as present and open-hearted as possible. So in some forms this is called ritual. In some forms we sing and we call it a song circle. But the most important thing to me is that we're connecting in a way that's emergent and expressive and helps us see and be seen more clearly.
There's a vision in you, there's a vision in me, there's a vision in everybody. There's a vision in you, there's a vision in me, there's a vision in everybody.
My background is in visual art, and as a visual artist, I was always very interested in the stories that we were handed down and what aspects of those stories we continue to tell, and we release, we recreate. And so I was doing that all through imagery. And then in my work in St. Louis as a community artist, I became engaged with reenacting these myths and how we tell stories and how we choose which characters we play.
Rise up, come down, feet on the ground. Okay.
That led me to be curious about ritual as a way that we invite art to transform us as we're creating it. And tugging on that thread is how I found community singing. And it felt so much more effective than the other art forms in grounding us to the present moment and inviting a different way of interacting. So my work switched from visual art to studying singing, not from an academic perspective, but as a technology of belonging. It's been so nourishing to be invited to translate the subculture that I'm part of in the community singing movement for a different audience. And it's been so satisfying to be able to hold public sings. Designing and teaching a course was definitely one of the highlights of my time here. The course I designed is called Community Singing as Collective Power. First, we looked at what creates a circle. How do we craft and hold or facilitate a circle in a way that honors each being's sovereignty and invites us to become more than the sum of our parts? About halfway through the course, I really gave the practice into their hands, and they started presenting about song as liberation practice. So each person adopted a different moment in history where song was catalyzing transformation.
Thank you, Mother, for the beauty I have seen today. I give thanks to the living things who are giving of themselves.
I knew that Grant Wood was the painter of American Gothic, and I knew a little bit of his body of work. And from what I've discovered in deepening my relationship with his work here, the anecdote that stands out the most to me is to paint what you know, to not look for exotic content, but be in the domain that is yours to be in and discover. And this resonates so deeply with my own life's work. And so the spirit that imbues Grant Wood's work, that's what I resonate the most with, is to be where you are and be where you are fully.